Hello, my name is Mariana and this is a reading for Capricorn. So Capricorn, I'm doing much better. My voice is coming back to normal, which is great, and I'm feeling great actually to do your reading today. So as usual, I'm doing your reading with my own deck, so the cards you'll see are from this deck. And Capricorn, your reading seems to me like you are going through a moment that feels big to you. It's like you're about to do something that is greater than you've ever done before, or you are taking this bigger step in your life in general. And I feel like the universe is here to ask you a question. And the question is, are you ready to take on the world? So I feel like whatever you do, if you've done it privately or, just on a one-on-one relationship with a client, or if something, that is life-changing, as in like getting married or having kids. I don't know exactly what it is because, to be honest, I'm not receiving much direction on the subject matter, because the message here, the most important thing about it is not about the details of it, it's the bigness of it and how you are being asked by the universe, Capricorn, to take on, a bigger role, or to take this leap and to let go of your own fears, which is, pretty much showing up. As soon as you receive this question, it's almost like as soon as it becomes something tangible, or at least in your mind, it becomes something that is more concrete, but not physical yet, but just the possibility of it becoming more real in you, right? So it's almost like this clarification in your mind, or if it was just like an abstract feeling or vision or whatever it is, it's like now it's the time that things are showing up, that things are manifesting, that things are clearly moving to the next level, or coming to be in this grand way, which I feel like perhaps you weren't expecting to happen so soon, or to happen right away. It's almost like you are taken a little bit aback, because it's like it's almost like do you feel unprepared, or do you feel incapable of dealing with such a big move right now? But I feel like you are totally capable, Capricorn. From what I'm seeing here, it's like that phrase, right? Fake it until you make it. Let's allow the helicopter to pass. Okay, so fake it until you make it. It's almost like I have to fake that I have a beautiful, quiet space until I make it, right? Until then, I do have to deal with the helicopter noise. But whatever, I'll fake it until I make it. Okay. So let's jump into your cards, because there are, if you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen that the last row, instead of 3 cards, there are 4 cards. So there's a lot to talk about. Let's begin with the opening card for you, Capricorn, which is the World. And straight away, this card presented me with that question that I told you, right? Are you ready to take on the world? This is the message from this card, and I feel like this is like that. Probably this is going to be, the title for this reading today, because it's the opening card, right? So it's setting the tone for the entire reading today for you, Capricorn. And I feel like, whatever it is big, right? Not only it's the final card of the major arcana, so it's almost like you've done everything to get to this point. So now embrace it, right? Embrace whatever you're ready to take on, right? And it feels like it's the world, or it has the importance of, something that is really, really big, that is really life-changing. So I feel like, yes, it's about being bold. It's about, taking this leap, which is huge, and making this big move, or taking this big step that feels uncomfortable, right? But you will have to deal with fear, or you will have to deal with all the what ifs, because we have the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. So these two swords, right, there's a lot of swords here, and all of these swords are coming through as actually, you know, those tiny little questions that make us doubt ourselves when we are unsure of something, or when our confidence is not, you know, that high, or our self-esteem is very low, or something like that. It's almost like the universe is handing you like a big finale in a sense, or like a big opportunity to step up your game, to, you know, make this big move or this manifestation come to fruition. It's like it's going to be life-changing, or at least, you know, you are about to change your own world, Capricorn. And the way that it comes through is that it instigates or it triggers a lot of inner fears. And this perhaps is, you know, yeah, it's all inner. I was going to say it's like actual, you know, threats or external things that are causing you to be careful, or to be, you know, just extra cautious with, you know, paying attention at every move that you're going to make, or every step that you take, which is already big, right? So, yes, there are inner fears. I don't feel like there are external things that are there to threaten you, Capricorn, but it feels like the longer you give attention to those inner fears, it's like the quicker they multiply, right? It's like you are feeding the inner demons in a sense. And it's almost like at first they come, you know, as, you know, one shot and then another shot, but very quickly they come as multiple. So it's almost like if you give, you know, space to listen to this inner voice that is doubtful, right? Instead of one and other, it's like it's going to come one after the other, and very quickly they will pollute your mind. They will, it's like, this is, it's almost like an attack, right? But it's not from the external coming in. It's almost like they're coming from you. They are multiplying because you're feeding the fears. And I feel like the way to do so, the way to, what is the word? Not defend yourself, but to stop it, right? To really stop this. It's like, this is only acting against you. This is not to your favor. I mean, it's all like, it's all trying to hold you back from making this big move, right? And so, like here, there are two cards against one major arcana, but you know, it's a major arcana and two minor arcana. Yes, they are two, but they are manageable. This is what this is talking about, especially because after these two cards, we have another major arcana, which is the Emperor. So this is where I feel like it comes the phrase, fake it until you make it. It's like the universe is inviting you to take a big step. It's like, this is big, right? It has to be a bold move, and it has to be like very, it's like, it has to be grand. It's something that is, it is life-changing. I don't know. I don't have any other words to express like the grandiosity of this. And as soon as the grandiosity hits you, in a sense, Capricorn, it's like the inner fears, they are spooked, right? It's like they come to life as well. And so this is where the Emperor is like this belt of confidence. This is what I heard when it flipped. Belt of confidence, which can be also a crown, but the way that I heard was belt of confidence. So it's almost like you have to armor yourself, right, against this, in the inner fears that are showing up here. So it's like, surround yourself with this, well, it could be fake confidence, you know, at first, but I feel like it very soon it shows how this confidence is within you. It's like as much as the inner fear, like inner fears are within you and they are multiplying fast, you know, as long as you feed them, it's like once you shift to, it's almost like I'm seeing the, I'm seeing you, you cannot see me, but I'm seeing like, you know, that confidence pose that you, like with your hands over your waist, right? It's like really, it's like, imagine that you are wearing this belt under around your waist, right? And it's like this confidence belt. It's just how it's wanting to present itself, right? Confidence belt. And so this belt is going to help boost your confidence. And because it's reminding you of what really matters, that whatever, so this Knight of Cups is coming through as whoever you are aiming this big step towards, right? It's almost like there is like an audience target, or there is like somebody that is with you in this, right? It's like you're not alone in this. And so as soon as you are reminded that the big step that you're making is actually benefiting somebody that is, you know, a loved one, is a significant other, and they are there, it's like you are wearing the powerful armor, right? This belt of confidence that is protecting you. It's like blocking you from, you know, succumbing to the power of the minor power, I should say, of the inner fears. So the major power comes from this self-esteem boost, or the like this belt of confidence that you are now, you know, imagining or visualizing yourself that you're wearing it. And it's reminding you that those who are going to be impacted or affected by your decision, they are protected as well. It's like they also have their own armor, right? Because if they have a soft, fragile, vulnerable heart, right, being the Knight of Cups, and you're worried or concerned in any way about like, what if it doesn't work out? What if somebody gets hurt? What if, you know, they don't like it? It's like your concern could be about you, but mainly I feel like it could be about another person that perhaps is being affected by your decision, by your big move, right? And so fake it until you make it, and trust that they know how to defend themselves. It's like they have their own armor to protect them as well. And I feel like this is going to change the way that you see them, even because it's like your confidence is being boosted, or your self-esteem is being heightened. I feel like you have like the ability to realize how much of a gift you are giving them when you take this big move, when you take this leap, when you decide to go and do this grand thing, right? So because we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? So it's almost like this is the gift that you're giving them, consciously or unconsciously, physically, because it's the Pentacles, or not, directly or not. Perhaps, you know, there are so many ways that this could play out, but, you know, this could be an actual gift that you're handing to them in order, you know, just to make sure that this will be worth it, or this is valuable. It's almost like, you know, that the confidence booster that you yourself just gave yourself, really, by wearing this belt of confidence of the Emperor. It's like you are untouchable, or you are invincible, right? It's like you can conquer every inner fear of yours. And because it's reminding you that it's not only you that it's going to be affected by this, right? It's also somebody that you care deeply, and they are also prepared. Perhaps you are fearing that, or you are anticipating, right, that they are not prepared, but they are most definitely, at least is how I'm seeing here, right? And the way that they are showing is that, like, for them, it is also a gift, right? Because of the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this is more about you, Capricorn, assuring yourself, because it's like this inner battle here that you will have to be a part of. And remember that those with soft and vulnerable hearts, such as you, okay, you are showing up here also, but I'm going to show the last card that showed up in a second. It's like the first sign that reminds you that you are, it's like you have the means, right? The Emperor has the means. You have the means to like provide this person that you love so much, or it's like whoever is going to be impacted, right, by this decision of yours, whether it is directly or indirectly, like whoever they are, it's like they feel you and they know that whatever it is that you're doing is of value to them. It's like they see the worth of it, right? They see the value of it. And so I feel like this is like the first, well, the first sign at least, right? Or at least the first confirmation that this belt is working, right? That is really elevating your spirit, that is, you know, being able to fight against your inner fears. And so I feel like this is like a constant battle, really, because it's like whenever doubt comes, whenever it comes, because the way that I'm seeing it, it's like it is going to come, right? Because it's within you, right? But Capricorn, remember who is going to be affected. Remember that whoever is going to be impacted by this thing, by this big move, is seeing it as an incredible opportunity. So as a gift, really. So do not concern yourself with them. Just be aware and just be very conscious, right? And very heart aware. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but what, you know, is there a time when the heart is not aware? I don't feel like that's a true statement. I just feel like it's just us that are, you know, a little bit distracted in listening to our hearts. But I feel like this is the battle that you are now facing, because we have the Devil and the Queen of Cups, and these two cards actually flip together. So this is the reason why I'm saying it's like, if you thought that everything, well, something big, right, activated your inner fears, it's like this big question that could change your life forever. If it triggered the multiplication of your inner fears in a way that you had to fake it until you make it, at least in the beginning, right? But as soon as you remembered that, or you even if, you know, this person is reassuring you, it's like they're telling you and confirming to you that they can protect themselves by the after effects of, you know, the this decision of yours, Capricorn, and it is a true opportunity for them, right? So do not disregard this, because I feel like there is perhaps like this inner battle that is, you know, part of this great move in a sense, because you are having to deal with, you know, it's not just, you know, many tiny inner fears. It seems like even though you are like the purest soul, right? It's what I heard with this Queen of Cups. The purest soul is like still you have to face the Devil in a sense. And it feels like this is all within you, right? The sensation that I'm having is like this inner devil, right? Oh yeah, didn't I say, right? The inner demons, it's like they are starting to show up, right? They are, it's like they are starting to show you and to make you see, Capricorn, how devilish they are. But when you show how you can become so confident and fight it, it's like you are wearing this belt of protection, because it's made of self-esteem and, you know, self-confidence that is bringing you to this very firm stance, but very pure and very truthful, right? It's like you are giving your hearts a voice, but also like it's like the belt of confidence. It's like you are vouching for your heart. It's like if you were to choose or pick a side, right? In the beginning, you were led to believe perhaps that all of these questions and all of these self-doubt thoughts, they could overtake you. But really, when you found that, you know, not only yourself, right, but I feel like somebody that is really close to you, or somebody that is also being affected, as I said, it's like they are reassuring to you that you can do this. Like, you are capable of taking on the world, even though the battle continues. This is what these two cards are talking about. It's not because you are taking on the world and you're ready to create this new world of yours that the inner battle between good and bad, in a sense, right, or what is true and what is not, right, within you, like, it continues. It continues, Capricorn. So this is very, very powerful. I feel like saying, like, go for it, Capricorn. But we'll see. I'm going to pull more cards for you in the extended, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes. So if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.